Wife of 10 years had an affair with my then best friend. She confessed 3 months ago. Our marriage was rocky before this. They had a long-standing emotional affair I spoke out against many times. Each time, either gaslighted or minimalized. We have 2 young kids and a nice home. My family is pretty avoidant of divorce and wants me to work it out. Lots of family broken home trauma. When I first heard I felt relief, I finally had a good reason to leave. But I still cannot. We did a bit of therapy, and I've been in one therapy for over 7 years. Her reasons, according to her, were mental health, medicated bipolar, death of a loved one, and insane philosophical ideas about fidelity. She was on self-deletion watch by her therapist during the run-up to her telling me. I feel trapped, hurt, bewildered, rage, shame, etc. She is apologetic, but I just don't think I can trust again. I don't feel love for her anymore and fantasized about her leaving. I don't think I have the balls to leave. I also lost a parent in the last 12 months and was the caregiver for final year. I sometimes fantasize about cheating myself, but won't, especially knowing how much pain it causes. Really stuck here. I need advice and support. Update: she took the kids to Brothers after I said I want a trial separation. She wants to reconcile. I want to know myself again and recover from years of abuse and caretaking. I'm off to do fun stuff. Kids are having fun, and me and soon-to-be ex-wife are talking fine. The support I got here is unexpected and amazing. I don't have words. I will continue to update and check in. Just wanted to share. Update on wife slept with my former best friend. Okay, so first off, thank you from the bottom of my heart to this community. Your insights, suggestions, and encouragement have been a continual source of strength and hope. I asked my wife for a divorce. She went through an emotional process, but began to talk amicably about how that looks for her. She took the kids out of town for a few days to give me space. This is what I asked for. We own a house and have 2 young kids, so splitting off physically is a difficult option. When she was gone, I drank a little bit. Context: I had 15 years of sobriety and she has 16. We met in AA. Okay, so I told her because I believe in honest transparency and she took it okay. Well, I drank a few more times, always when the kids are asleep and there is one sober parent in the house. Well, I told her again, as I was starting to feel like she was making real changes and I didn't want to hold secrets if we were to mend. She is in a fear spiral now and I am back at Washington. Well, we clearly don't work let's divorce the mode. I often wonder if I am drinking to push her away because I am afraid of leaving and hurting her and the kids. The drinking is pretty responsible, but due to our context, she equates any drinking as dangerous. Anyway, I feel stuck and a bit crazy. It's so hard to imagine life in or out of this marriage of 10 plus years. I'm waiting on some cash, and she wants to sell the house if we split, so there is enough money for both of us to take care of our kids on our own. What a mess. Looking for support. Calling lawyers, waiting tensions high. So, I am leaving my wife due to infidelity. She slept with my best friend multiple times and lied and had emotional affairs. She is threatening with abuse charges because I blame her for the divorce. She cites abuse. She has unmedicated bipolar for most of our marriage and was hospitalized before we got together. We have 2 small kids. We actually do a decent job raising together and alone. Despite all that, we have a house in both our names. I'm getting an inheritance soon, and we still live together. I've never done this before. There is no advice tag probably, because this is an online forum, not a law office. So feedback and experience. Strength and hope will work. Update: she is serving me at 4 p.m. today. So she cheats, she lies, she demands I take care of her, and now she is divorcing me. This woman is a nightmare. Her reconciliation attempts were weak and feeble. Right when she realized she was going to be held accountable, She went in full attack mode just like every time I brought up my feelings across our marriage. Gaslight, blame shift, projections. I just want all this to be over. She wants mediation cause she is broke. She had been dressing hot and being elusive. My God, at least I know I am making the right choice. Edit, 2 days after being served. Struggling. Okay, so I wanted the divorce. She cheated and lied, but I didn't want to start a race to the bottom for both if us. The sensible thing was to try an informal separation to see how it feels and see what issues come up, not a petition with outrageous requests, inaccurate disclosures, and a refusal to talk about it outside of free mediator's office. We don't have money, make about the same, and are both students with small kids. How is forcing settlement in the few months, paying 100% of bills separately, managing work and childcare, paying court fees, depending on the rental market, etc.? She is on disability for bipolar. She won't talk to me but is depending on us working it out. She thinks I can just move out, pay a rent and half a mortgage, stay in collage to keep childcare, work full time, pay her alimony and support, and all she has to do is ask and wave a wand. I can't even focus on anything, and I am expected to do it all. I'm barley sleeping and am living in a house with a crazy person. Update June 28, 2024, 1 year later. The cycle. Hi all. I posted about a year ago when my wife confessed to a physical affair with a coworker and my then best friend. She was super depressed, made some changes and said all the right things. We joined couples therapy, healed some stuff, and created a better communication pattern than ever. Yay, we still fight. She still feels abandoned, controlled, unloved, etc. at a glance or a subtle tone. I made a commitment to not react back. She is interpreting my response as abandonment, cruel, unloving. I listen each week to tell our therapist what an unloving person I am and how manipulated she feels. She has a lot of childhood trauma and addiction issues. My therapist, who has heard it all from me, thinks she has BPD. He has met her. Okay, so why am I posting? Well, any reminder of the pain I felt before the affair, there was a ton screaming, kicking me out of the house, pushing for polyamory, insisting she should be allowed to flirt with men, sends me back to, I just can't do this anymore. I have been her caretaker. She has been diagnosed with bipolar. She did stop taking her meds for 7 years. I'm the one to fix it, say sorry, soothe, build up her ego. It's exhausting. This month I just stopped doing that. The result is, I'm not loving her. I am abandoning her. It's line I'm married to a jury 5-year-old. She doesn't want me to post on this forum. She doesn't want me to tell anyone how I feel about her. Her image is importantly to her. She feels betrayed by me even seeking support. It's a nightmare. So I'm thinking divorce again a year later.
Bro, leave. She has no respect for you. What the heck, polyamory? And you should let me flirt with other men. You were on the roll at first. I'm going to divorce her. Okay, she served me. Oh well. However you need to get out of the marriage, get out of it. I don't care if she served you or not. You don't have to always be the one to serve for. I mean, you should, but she served you. Okay, you should be divorced. A year later, now I'm considering divorce again. Let's check out the comments. Move on. Not a real future here. Please, this is another train wreck coming your way. Learn from the first one and be your own best friend and not self-perceived hero. Initiate divorce. Here's OP. So hard, man. The kids. But yeah, she is never going to do it and I'm responsible for my own happiness. Tough lesson here. You made a mistake a year ago. It doesn't mean you must keep making the same mistake. This isn't a healthy relationship. Where's the mutual respect and care? You've given up so much of yourself. When will you start prioritizing you? Read no more Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover. You're in too deep to recognize how abused you truly are, and she has done a heck of a job in isolating you. Here's OP again. Thank you. I'm starting to see that. You don't owe her anything, period. If she doesn't want to change or get her trauma under control and continues to hurt you, why would you stay married? She is even afraid to talk to your counselor and accept how she is hurting you. Her having trauma does not mean her inflicting that trauma onto you is okay. She knows you could leave and she will threaten ending herself to lock your option to leave away. Make a plan to leave her and start preparing it. You can decide to stay, but having everything in place will help you feel less powerless and out of control in the marriage. Dude, I went to read your first post about the problem in your marriage. I stopped because I think you should reread it. There you confess relief at finally having a reason for divorce. In other words, the marriage was already over. You insisted for another year. For what? Your children don't deserve this chaos. Give them a safe and stable place. Go straight. Good luck. You're choosing a hard life staying with her, man. Right. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'm going to catch you guys at the next one.